have you had somebody sit here who was born into great wealth who showed that they had way more productivity and way more creativity than people that were born in poverty?
No, generally it's people that were born in poverty that have more motivation.
Boom.
Yeah.
So
Generally.
this promise that we're going to create an AI revolution that's going to give a, what was his word? What was the term that Elon used? It was not
universal high income.
Universal high income.
Yeah.
That sounds like a death sentence to human creativity to me.
Well, it certainly could if people are not taught at a young age how to be motivated by their interests rather than be motivated by money. So you're making the argument for being motivated by money, which is what a lot of people are currently, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the only way a human can exist. You know, there's a bunch of different tribes all over the world that have a bunch of different customs. They all agree to their customs, and those customs are totally different than these customs. We've gotten into the custom of thinking that you work for money, and that's what our ideas are based on. And so the idea that money could come along, and if you just gave people this money, it would be the death of human creativity. Well, that sounds counterintuitive to what you were saying earlier, because like people should be, it's the factory mentality that's taught in schools that's the problem. It's the way they structure it. Because if you instead say to a child when they're learning things at a young age, you don't have to worry about money. Money's not what's important. What's important is your expression as a human being. Let's figure out what you're interested in. Maybe you're really interested in playing the piano, but you're really interested in painting, and you're really interested in sports, and you're really interested. Find out what you're actually interested in. We're going to teach you how to be better at it and how to be a better person, and we're going to give you a bunch of really interesting facts about life and teach you how to think. And that's what school should be, instead of setting people up for factory jobs. So the universal high income concept, if that's used in conjunction with intelligent education that's based on this new paradigm that we find ourselves in, that seems like it would be a really good thing.
It'll be a disaster for as long as money is disconnected from life. And so giving somebody a monetary system that does not participate in the formation, creation, and co-creation of life will just further distance us from nature. And so this is where we can start to think about, like, what is money?